Respected co-sadhakas, ensure, check again and again the sadhaka vyaktitva in us fulfilled in the vyaktitvas of, expressed in the vyaktitvas of, or working hard in these lines of vyaktitva. Jignasu, mumukshu, shishya, bhakta, shrota, loka sevaka, dharma sevaka. All this can be done only when there is required amount of the Vairagya in us. So too, how much are we tuning for the inevitable necessary blessings from and therefore to the Parabrahma Tattva, to the Ishvara, to the Sakala Devata Gana, the Guru Gana, as well as the Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Gana. Today is Vasanta Panchami. Let Mata Saraswati bless all of us with that Shastra Jnana. In the Adhyatmika Jivana, the topics like Viveka Vairagya, the topics like the Jagat is Mithya, the topics like Maya and Moha, topics like the Samsara Dukkha, topics like the Karma, Karma Phala, for that Punarjanma, and if the karma is Papatmaka, the Punarjanma in Nicha Dukkha Yoni, or even being sent to Naraka Ityadi. No, all these topics are so boring, so heavy, so disliking to the heart, inevitably. Then the other aspects, even of surrender to someone called as Guru, who is just like us, why should we? Surrender to the God who is never seen, and then that never effect seen variety of upasanas we are told to do for everyone. But the point is what? With the commitment, with the vrata diksha, with that relentlessness, with that beautiful, unbiased, poised mind. When each of these topics are truly, really understood, which takes time, which takes efforts. But once it is understood, the amount of shanti, relaxation, peace, ananda we get can never be bought or got by any other means. Just like everything in the world, each of the field. For example, swimming, not at all an easy thing, isn't it? To listen to the instructor, jump into water, nose water goes into, throat the water goes into, fear drowning. But somehow with commitment, spending those times and efforts, once learned, anywhere water, don't we enjoy the swimming? So to the car driving. It's not an easy art, very tough it is. You have to see the traffic, you have to maintain the vehicle's entire condition, then every moment we have to be alert. Where is clutch, brake, accelerator, then the other things, steering movement, how tough it is. But somehow crossing that inner limitation condition, that it is tough and I don't want to know. When we really put efforts and learn, Wherever in the world now the vehicle is there, are we not independent to drive, move ahead, go to destination? Any small little anything is a cooking, let us say. Not at all easy it is. Every aspect takes lot of effort, strain, pain. Definitely. That is why in India's 140 crore Janaba, let us say the 70 crore are men, or among the 30 crore are the youngsters of age to 16 to 40, 50. They don't cook, but they eat three times like buffaloes. Isn't it? Because that laziness. Ki cooking is difficult, tough. Yeah, it is so. Who says not? But then those 15 days, 1 month of learning the basics. Throughout life, wherever you are, get the items, cook, live life. Bolo bhaiya, learning the languages. Sanskrit. Yeah, throughout life you can say, I can't learn, I can't learn. But somehow, by some commitment, spend those 6 months, 1 year, learn the basics. We can understand all Shastras directly, isn't it? Everything. In the same way, these topics look to be so painful, but then once we conquer them by understanding them, oh, it is such a relaxation, such a relief, such a freedom because you know the thing now. What is to be valued and involved in, which definitely gives Sukha Shanti, what is to be avoided, which definitely make us avoid the Dukkha and Bandhana. Isn't it? Medicine taking is difficult. Isn't it? Painful. But once you take that, so to learning from the qualified guru, let us say, the yoga asanas pranayama. कितना मुश्किल है वो बहुत मुश्किल. But let us say we went 2 3 months, basics we learned, practiced them, made a habit of giving that 30 40 minutes every day for those exercises. Throughout life, we are free from ailments, weaknesses. We are always agile, active for long time. कितना मजा आएगा ऐसा जिंदगी. बट मुश्किल ही है सीखना. Everything like the values also. है ना, talking truth, है ना, being honest, forgiving others. कौन करेगा ऐसा आजकल की दुनिया में. ऐसा ही लगता है. Very difficult. But somehow with that commitment, when we stick to those things, see the life how it is relaxed. So to the hard work, not laziness. Tough it is to be more active, dynamic. Laziness is what the body wants, indriyas want, sote raho. But somehow getting inspired by some elders, we got the habit of active, dynamic. Then how many things we can accomplish, tasks and targets and aims and visions and goals. In the same way, the Shastra Ukta, this knowledge of necessity of Jagat Mithyatva Jnanam, Viveka Vairagya Adi, so painful to listen. But I tell you, other than this knowledge gained in their completeness and maturity, nothing can relieve us from wrongdoings and getting bound, and the sufferings, especially inner. Nobody can help us from inner chaos and confusions and all the frustrations, miseries. Nobody in the world can help. कुछ भी करो तो कितने पैसे भी रहे करोड़ों लोग में भी देर अराउंड like Rama's case. Nobody can help. You only will have to have that clear wisdom from inside. Right? Now that text called Yoga Vasishta we have taken up to study, in which these topics are repeatedly at length being described, discussed. Not only in the Vairagya Prakaranas, but throughout the Shastra, we are again and again bombarded with. And we have to really respect the guidance of sage Vasishthaji, it's and written by Valmiki ji, and really go through it few times with unbiased mind and blossom in that understanding that what is said is absolutely perfect, correct, truth. उसके बाद देखो किसी की भी हिम्मत नहीं होगी हमें दुखी करने का और बंधन में डालने का. So we have started it. Slowly we are entering to. Today we will conclude the 11th Sarga of first Vairagya Prakaranam, in which Rama's arrival, Rama's beautiful description, Rama doing salutations to Dasharatha and the Vishwamitra, Vaashishtha and other Rishimuni Brahmana, and reciprocating to others gestures of respects, then coming and sitting at the feet of the father. After that, hugging and everything, then the father speaks, Vaishishtaji speaks, Vishwamitraji speaks, and in them, earlier to give them suggestion, idea to him, guidance, Valmiki Vishwamitraji questions. That we will conclude today. 12th one we will chant, in which Sri Rama starts telling what is happening in his mind. From here, that heavy dose of Vairagya, Viveka, they all start. And we should have, as said, the stamina, strength, ability, to patiently listen. Anything. To listen Karma Yoga also not easy. To listen the Navaida Bhakti Wala Bhakti also not easy. To listen to the Viveka, Abhyasa, Vairagya, or, all of that also is not easy. Ashtanga Yoga Adi. And where is it said it is easy to listen Shamadamadi and also the Shravana Manana and Vedanta Tattva. The one who is at lowest level, for him everything is difficult. We have to become qualified and listen and get the benefit of it. For that only the human life is given, with all facilities, with all conveniences, with all opportunities, with all freedoms. Let us see. May we all be blessed by the Gurus, the divinity, and they're already there. May we recognize them, realize them, use them, and grow out of every bondages caused out of ignorance with wisdom, and laugh it off, laugh at life, enjoy the life. Isn't it? Make the life lighter in both senses, light without heaviness, light without darkness. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamshabhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurubhih Purvam Padavakya Pramanadah Vyakyataः Sarva Vedantaः Tanadosmyaham. Omabadamabhartarandatam sarvasam Lokaviramam Sriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Om Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tulyam Rama Nama Paranane. Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhirbhavatu Me Sada. Om Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Arubhya Kavilasakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikirmunisimhasya Kavitanacharinaha Shanvan Rama Kathanadam Konayati Padam Gatim. Om Yadvani Vishayat Vishnatnapu Yadvakyamrtapayinam Pradivadam Satyam Sudhani Rasa Yakyartha Vicharanat Avimataha Swargopi Karagruham Yadvani Vishadat तुच्छं जगत्पूजवत् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे यस्यार्षं प्रथिता जगत्त्रयहिता सा वेदमाता परा यश्चक्रे तपसा वशे सुरगणान् अन्यत् शिश्रुक्षुर्जगतु तं बोधाम्बुनिधिं तपस्वि मुकुटालङ्कार चिन्तामणिं विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघम् भूयो नमस्याम्यहं. श्रुत्या ब्रह्मैव रामः प्रकटितमहिमा येन तस्मै वसिष्ठः यः सीतां ब्रह्मविद्यामिव सदसि पुनः सत्यशुद्धां किलादातु यद्वाणी मोहमूलं शमयति जगत् आनन्दसन्दोहदोग्ध्री तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यात् उद्दिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परं ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तं ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ महर्षे नमः। श्री विश्वामित्र महर्षे नमः। श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षे नमः। श्री वामदेव वेद व्यासादि समस्त ऋषिमुनि गुरु देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः सर्वेषां तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शन अनुग्रह तस्मिन्नुक्त साधनानाम् अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं तेषुक्त सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरायाः भक्ति योग वेदांतादि मोक्ष मार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्व व्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता पुरोभिवृद्धि अर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां संस्थानाम् आश्रमाणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां साधकभक्तसेवकानां पूर्ण आयुरारोग्यैश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य आदि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति प्रेरणोत्साह प्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् श्री शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु सदा सर्वदा भगवदुपासना सत्संगानां शास्त्र प्रचाराणां सह द्वारा समस्त विश्वे धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां पूर्णतया व्याप्त्यर्थम् अनेकानेक शास्त्राणां पारायण अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणं प्रथम प्रकरणं वैराग्य प्रकरणं मंगलाचरण प्रार्थना श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति श्रीकरः यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे अवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। अथ एकादशः सर्गः। श्रीवाल्मीकिर्वाच। Yesterday we saw Sri Rama's arrival, everybody observing how poised, how decent, how with all divine gunas Sri Rama was seen by all the description was given. है ना कि सौम्यम सौम्यता in the varchasva samam, there is no imbalance in his physical expression or in his movement, any one of them gestures. Shubha akaram, the shubhata is seen as Rama. Vinaya udara manasam, you can see from his face only his mind filled with vinayata, with elders, udarata, with all the sama ones or the smaller ones. Then kanta upashanta vapum, the sharira is full of the upashanti and kanti. Then parasya arthasya bhajanam. Looks like he is fit for the parapurushartha moksham. Samudyat yavana arambham. Just now the yuvavastha starting, but vruddha upashama shobhanam. In his upashamata, withdrawal from the world, as equivalent to the vruddhas who have gone through entire life's drama. Then anudvignam ananandam. Not excited by ananda for any achievements, nor udvega yukta for any of the unexpected dukkha adi or nashta adi or any such generally udvega causing things are around. That means he is balanced. Then Purna Praya Manoratham. From his face, you can see all his Manorathas are Purna for the world. There is nothing for him to achieve. Then Vicharita Jagat Yatra. This is what is the entire Vairagya Prakarana is going to be. Vicharita Jagat Yatra means general life of the whole life of a human being, and in general Jagat, all of that is thoroughly investigated by him for the discovery both of cause of the Jagat, consequence of Jagat. जगत कहाँ से आया, जगत का व्यवहार किस तरह से है, उसका फल क्या है जब जगत में फंस जाते हैं तो. All of these things vicharitam. Then pavitra guna gocharam. Bhagavan Rama is with all pavitra guna only. Then mahasatvaika lobhena gunaihi iva samashritam, ki he is mahasattva. To that mahasattva, when we are associated, we also get name and fame. In this way, all the gunas are entering into him, wanting him to express. You understood what a beautiful way of saying it? We have seen yesterday all that. So Mahasattva Eka Lobhena Gunahi Iva Samashritam. Then Udaram, large-hearted Aryam, such a dignified that commands respect from everyone. Apurnam Antahkarana Kotaram. His Antahkarana is filled with the required Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampada. Then Avikshuvitaya Vritya Darshayantam Anuttama Uttama Rupa. There is no Vikshobha in Rama. Just but one thing is lacking, that the Tattva Jnana. For that, whatever qualifications are there, he has got. Now he has come, he will be taught all that. This is how the Sri Rama seeing. So, like in any movie, the hero is shown to us. Any of the kathas also, hero and his gunas are told. So in this entire text, Rama is the disciple. His gunas are mentioned only to say that only when these gunas we also imbibe, become qualified, deserving to be taught by the great saints like Vaashishtha Vishwamitra for Brahma Jnana and Moksha. Thereafter, Narayana. Then evam gunagana kiranaha, such filled with such a variety of sadgunas, duradeva, from distance only, Raghudvaha, that one who's carried up the legacy of Raghukula, Parimeya Smitachacha, with a limited but very purified smile on the face. So Hara Ambara Pallavaha, having the Hara's wonderful clothes delicately on him, Prananama, he did Namaskara. Chalacharu Chudamani Marichina Sharasa. With the Shira, which is appearing to be the Shira, which has got the money, the Kanti of the money was appearing like Marichi, means that Miraj water means the glittering of the reflection of the money or Kanti of the money. Vasudha Kampalola Devachala Shriya. Like when the Bhukampa happens, how the Devachala Meru Parvata also does the Kampana. So like that, Bhagavan Rama, when bending his head is like the Meru Parvata with that Kanti Divyata. Okay? Evam, in this way, Munindre Bruvati, when Munindra Vishwamitraji was talking, Pituhu Pada Vivandanam Kartum Abhyajagama, to do Pada Vivandana to the father, came nearer. Ata Ramaha Kamala Lochana. See, Ata Mangalavachakam, the lotus eyes Rama, eyed Rama, came near to father. Pratamam Pitaram. So first he duly saluted Sastanga to the father. And that training was always given, and that practice is ever kept up throughout life. Like some people throughout life maintain the indisciplines, arrogances, not listening to anyone, bad habits. कुछ लोग बस कोई वजह नहीं, कोई सोच विचार नहीं, उससे क्या नुकसान हो रहा है नहीं सोचना. They keep on maintaining. So too there are some people who are well trained from the parents and all, is such good qualities of humbleness, saluting to the elders, all of them they throughout life maintain. मजा आता है ऐसे लोगों को देखकर. ऐसे दो चार लोग भी एज अ मित्र आर देयर इन आवर लाइफ. Life is fulfilled than having hundreds of people who are indisciplined, not having good habits, only negative. So he did first to father, thereafter Paschat Muni. Muni, dual case. Who are these Munis? Manya Eka Manitau. Those who are the single, respectful, reverential ones in that whole Sabha. Tata Vipran, all Brahmanas, Tata Bandhuna, and all those who are well wishers of him. Tata Guru Gadana, the other Gurus and Acharyas, then the Suhrut Gada. All these other well wishers. What it means was, in the whole Sabha, only these good qualified people are there. In the not only Sabha, entire Ayodhya was filled with such good hearted people. Both ways. Only the very good, pure hearted Jivas take birth in Ayodhya. The other way around, who are there in Ayodhya Nagari, all of them eventually become good hearted. Now also you see, जिनका पुण्य बहुत है वो वृंदावन मथुरा में जन्म लेते, एंड जिनको वृंदावन मथुरा जन्म लेना हुआ दे बिकम राधे राधे कृष्णा कृष्णा. Isn't it? अदर्स ऑल ऑफ अस कहीं सिटी में भटकते रहते, सर्दी गर्मियों में, धूल मिट्टी में, लड़ाई झगड़ा में, करप्शन एंड ऑल दैट. व्हाट आर अनफॉर्चुनेटनेस. Not so worst, but that can be better also. Let us do so much punya in this life that we are born in Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Ravantika, Puri, Dwaravati, Chaiva, any of these moksha. Stay there only. Feel every moment the vibrations of the presence of divinity. Mind you, divinity is all pervading in the entire universe. Nowhere it is not there, everywhere it is there. But some places easy for accessing, conspicuous. More vividly it's available. Clear? That are the moksha dhamas. So to Paramatma is in everyone, but those are having good qualities, have done bhakti, yoga, vedanta, sadhana, उनमें भगवान और स्फुट रूप से दिखते हैं. Like every surface is basically potent, capable of reflection. But the roughness of surface reflection is not seen. But the mirrors, the polished stones, they are so much polished or smoothened or softened or purified that the reflection is seen in this way. So Rama did pranam to all of them. Others were expressing their respects or wishes or all, especially in this occasion, because from last few days or months, from the time he returned, he was not going anywhere out, not meeting anyone, never talked to anyone. So such a big thing they were missing it. When they saw Rama, obviously they got excited. And before he came, the discussion everyone were listening about Rama's sthiti. Obviously, no, लाइक somebody का जन्मदिन है तो अंदर डेकोरेट हो रहा है, सब बाहर बैठे हैं, so they all have come invitees for that purpose. When he comes, don't they put all attention on him at least for 2 seconds? After that they go for खाना. शादी में ऐसा होता है ना, दूल्हा दुल्हन का आने के लिए सब इंतजार करते हैं, देखेंगे करके, उसके बाद फिर 2 मिनट में खाने पे जाएंगे, दैट्स अलग. बट दे लुक एट हिम. So everybody were wishing in him in their own way, was reciprocating. So Jagrahacha tataha drishtya. So he has received and reciprocated by his vision. But then Manak, again and again, Murdana, by nodding the head, etc. Tatha gira, those are nearby to them with words. So Raja Lokena Vetam Tam Param. The entire parampara of the pranama being given by the entire, the Raja Loka were there. Rama was receiving, reciprocating. Okay, Vihitashihi. Now he received the Ashirvada from all, especially Vaashishtha Vishwamitra Dasharathaji. Then Abhya Muni Susama Manasaha. Susama Manasaha, a very well balanced minded Rama, Asasadaha Pitu Punyam Samipam. the most auspicious, beautiful proximity of the Father, means nearness to the Father, he reached to Surasundaraha, who is as divine as a Devatas, as beautiful as the divine Devatas. Then what happened? Pada Abhivandana Param Tam. He was doing Pada Abhivandana Rama. To that Rama, Atha Aso Mahimatihi, this great Raja, Rama was doing Pranama with Shirasi. Then Abhya Alilinga Ashu. He is so wholeheartedly did that hugging to him. Chuchumbacha Punah Punah. Again and again he just kissed him. देखो तो नॉर्मली विशिंग द चिल्ड्रन एवरी डे हगिंग इज वन थिंग, बट वो जो हॉस्टल से आएगा या कोई एग्जाम से आएगा, कोई दौरे से आएगा और पिकनिक से आएगा, रिश्ते नाते के वजह जाके आया है, or something happened to him, he was in hospital or somewhere, from there he came. So there is a special love. So Rama was in his Antapura in the place, unattending to anyone. So seeing him overwhelming in the love, Shri Dasharatha hugged him, kissed him and all. Then Shatrugnam Lakshmanam cha eva tatha eva paraviraha. That Shatru को मारने वाले दशरथ जी, same love he showed to Shatrugna and Lakshmana also. Alilinga Ghanasneha, that pure, deep, hardened love he has in him. Raja Hamsa Ambudayatha, like the Raja Samba Hamsa, so close it goes to the lotuses, etc. Then Utsange Putratishta iti, he asked the son to sit in the Utsanga, the lap. Then Ata Mahipatau, when Mahipata is asking like that, Bhumau Parijana Astirane Sa Amshuke Ata Nyaviksha. So the Parijanas have spread out the Amshuka, the cloth on the ground, on that only Nyavikshata Sri Ramji sat, and other two also. तो है ना, बड़े लोगों का सभा है, ये छोटे बच्चे हैं, वो नीचे ही बैठे वहां. अच्छा संस्कार है. देखो, up to this when we have seen it yesterday, now Dasharatha ji's words, Vashishtha ji's words, Vishwamitra ji's. Let us listen, as said yesterday in the introduction, day before also. While listening only, not only the words and shlokas, also what is the lesson that can be learned. The lesson can be Tattva Jnana, lesson can be Bhakti Jnana, lesson can be values, lesson can be qualifications, the lessons can be the humility, humbleness, etc. You know, कितने सारे हम सीख सकते हैं. Whatever is there in that particular shloka. It is a test for all of us. We can be in laziness, tamoguna and little rajoguna. How we can listen. We can be in Shuddha Sattva to not only concentratedly listen, but grasp along with the literal meaning. What is the learning that is there in it, because of which Sri Valmiki has written such a great text in that this particular portion and in this particular shloka. राम जी की महिमा, दशरथ जी की महिमा, उनका प्रेम, क्या क्या आप दिमाग हम लगाए ना, कुछ ना कुछ जरूर मिलेगा ज्ञान पाने को. नॉट ओनली इंफॉर्मेशन, है कि नहीं. इंफॉर्मेशन तो पता चलता है बाय लिटरल मीनिंग, बट व्हाट इज द लर्निंग इन दैट. दैट इज अ बिग टेस्ट एंड चैलेंज टू अस. वी कैन फोरगो ऑल ऑफ दैट इन आवर distracted mind. We can keenly observe and learn maximum things. Let us see. Rajo Vacha. Raja Dasharatha speaks. Hey Putra, oh my dear son, Prapta Vivekaha Tvam. You have grown to age of 15 years where your Viveka, the discriminating capacity, is blossomed. Means that was being observed by everyone from last 20 years in Rama is really got Viveka. The best proof for his Viveka is asking for the entire Tirtha Yatra Darshana. He has gone. तो विवेक ही ऐसा जाना चाहते हैं ना. विवेक जिसको नहीं है घर में ही विल ओनली एंजॉय. So to why Prapta Viveka, he went to Gurukula and came from there. After that only asked for the Tirtha Yatra. So by sending to the Gurukula, by sending for Tirtha Yatra, so Jnana ka sthala Gurukula, Bhakti ke sthal Tirtha Yatra hai, obviously Viveka will be born. So Prapta Vivekahatvam, then Kalyananam cha Bhajanam, you are the abode. Bhajanam is abode of Kalyananam. All Kalyana Guna, Kalyana Karma ityadi. your qualities, your actions, everyone now, they are kalyanakari to yourself and to the world around. Then, jadavat jirnaya buddhya khedaya atma nadiyata. So, jadavat, like an ignorant person, jirnaya buddhya, with the dilapidated, unused intellect, khedaya, for the sake of dukkha, atma, your antakarana, nadiyatam, should not be given. May you not give your antakarana for the dukkha as if you are jadavat and jirnabuddhi. This is similar to what is the first thing said by Krishna to Arjuna in Gita, 11th shloka. Ashocyan anuvashochahatvam pragnavadan bhashase. Your words are full of prajna, but you are crying for those who don't deserve to be cried for. Why? Gatasun agatasunasya pandita. There are only two types of people in the world, those who have gone, those who are going. A wise person, knowing the fact, never becomes grieved for these things. And you talk wisdom. So you are not a Pandita, you are a Murkha here. That's harshly Bhagavan did not say, but what is the meaning of that is that only. So Panditana Shochanti, wise never cry. However, those who Shochanti, they are not Pandita. Then when they are not Pandita, what is he then? Murkha only. So here also, we have put it in sweet manner, but दशरथ जी थोड़ा नाराज होकर, तो इतना विवेकी है, इतने ज्ञानी है, इतने मंगल गुण वाले हैं, ऐसे जीर्ण बुद्धि की तरह, ऐसे जड़ बुद्धि की तरह, how are you allowing your mind to sink into that kheda or the dukkha? This line is very underlineable, rememberable. What is that? कि खेदाया आत्मा न दीयता. खेद के लिए अपने आत्मा को नहीं देना, मतलब अपने आत्मा के अंदर खेद को पहुंचने नहीं देना. Allow not your mind, intellect or antakarana to be attacked by the kheda, dukkha. That's what Gita again, tan vidyat dukkha samyoga viyoga. Such see, is this not one sentence on which we can deliberate for more than 1 hour? In how many ways, for how many ignorances and imaginations and projections, we allow our antakarana to be victimized by the bacteria virus of kheda, in the form of depression, dejection, losing the heart, demoralization, weaknesses inside. So, khedaya atma nadiyata. Opposite of that is what? Preranaya eva atma diyata. Not for the kheda, but for prerana, for ananda, for sukha, for utsaha, for inspiration, the mind has to be exposed to. By this, again, what is subtler thing? It is we only in our advertise allow the kheda to enter into us. Nobody's cause. Example is Rama best. What is the outer situations which he is lacking that he should become kheda yukta inside? Best of the parents, best of the mothers, best of the brothers, best of the mantri, best of the purajana. Everyone loves him. Every bhoga is there, comfort is there. But still he became dukhi. But here the case of Rama's dukkha is Viveka Vairagya. That is very healthy dukkha. Keeping that apart for our future study, in general it is we only, in spite of everything good outside, can become miserable, in spite of everything bad outside, can remain balanced, inspired. That freedom is there, let us recognize and exercise it. So, Dasharatha's direct sentence is, you are a Viveki, you are a Kalyanakari. How you are like a Jada or Jirna Buddhi, allowing your mind to be attacked by the kheda. देखो 2 बार 3 बार पढ़ो बताओ तो धीरे बात घुस रहा है कि नहीं भेजे में. सी पुत्र प्राप्त विवेकत्वम कल्याणानां च भाजनम जड़वत जीर्णया बुद्धिया. जड़ बुद्धि जीर्ण बुद्धि है ना. जड़ बुद्धि तमोगुण, जीर्ण बुद्धि इज डिस्ट्रैक्टेड बुद्धि. बुद्धिया खेदाय आत्मा न दीयताम. Don't allow your mind to be overpowered by the kheda. Why are you doing so? Now the second one is Upadesha. Ki Vruddha Vipra Guru Proktam. The Vruddha, the seniors, elders. Vipra, the Brahmanas. The Gurus, the Upadeshakas, the ones who give the Diksha, Proktam. whatever they teach, tvadrushena anutishtata. People like you should do the anushtana of them without ifs and buts. When you do that, what will happen? Padam asadhyate punyam. That the higher and greater punya sthiti, punyam here is peace of mind, happiness. Hereafter the punya lokas. Padam asadhyate punyam na moham anudhavata. Now, how important is this thing? You know, this is the difficulty in this Yoga Vasishta. You have to be very sublime to understand very sublime thought here. So, Moham Anudhavata means what? Following the inner delusion and doing what the delusory mind says. You enter into confusion only, papam only, dukkham only as you are in. What exactly has to be done by someone who doesn't want to be deluded by the world and confused within a guru vipravakyam yathavat atvat anutishtata. The advice of the gurus, vipra and vruddha, when we listen, our life becomes punya yukta, means shanta and ananda yukta, not delusion. So here a decently, beautifully way of saying it, but there is a scolding by the father. इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? I am only diluting it because of my jada buddhi and murkhata to convey a point. Okay, it is me the speaker's fault if at all anything is there. What it is, तुम क्या है रे बेटा, मैं कितने वृद्धों को, गुरुओं को, विप्रों को भेजा हूं मैं, उनके बात सुनकर मन शांत करके जो करना था वो करना छोड़कर अपने मोह के कारण ऐसे फंसकर दुखी हो रहे हो, ऐसे ठीक नहीं है ना. ड्रॉप योर ऑल पर्सनल फनी नोशंस एंड ऑल, लिसन व्हाट एल्डर्स आर सेइंग, whom I am sending to you. It is sometimes like at home the mother tells फादर बेटे को, पापा तुम्हारे भलाई के लिए कह रहे ना, सुनो तुम ठीक हो जाओगे ना, ऐसा क्यों क्यों तुम कर रहे हो. Earlier the mother used to tell like that, not nowadays mothers. Why earlier mothers used to say? Because papas were intelligent actually those days, not now. Today's dialogue is different when the husband says to the wife, why don't you tell your son? She says, मैंने बताया ना उसको, इसलिए तो आपकी बात नहीं सुन रहा है, सुनेगा तो बिगड़ेगा. Interesting. So Dasharatha says, Guru Vipra Vruddha Vakya, when you follow, Twadrushena Anutishtata, आपका उसका ना अनुतिष्ठ करना मतलब उसका अनुष्ठान के रूप में करने से परम आसाध्यते पुण्यम. No, is it not? That's why in life we should always have the guides, 6-7 guides. Medical guide, a legal guide, the financial guide, the relational guide, then the spiritual guide. सब एक ही बंदा मिल गए तो nothing like that. But spiritual guidance we must have who will put us on the psychological guidance, the one who tells how to manage our antakarana. Financial guide who tells where to invest. Medical for the health. बिना उनका ना हम अपने छोटे दिमाग से गलतियां कर कर समस्या को जटिल बनाते. More and more difficult. So Vruddha Guru Vipra Proktam Twadrushena Anushishta Padam Asadhyate Punyam Na Mohaham Anudhavata. And the ones who are following their own moha, they will not get that punya pada. Punya pada means right now shanti inside, then doing correct work and getting good results, even beyond going to higher worlds. That's the meaning of punyam padam asadhyate. Okay. Now दशरथ जी का थर्ड सेंटेंस श्लोक थोड़ा सा ये गंभीर है. कहते हैं तावदेव आपदो दूरे तिष्ठन्ति परिपेलवाः, है ना, with being defeated, with become weakened, etc. All the apadas, all troubles, all miseries, difficulties remain far away till that time only. Till what time? Yavadeva na mohasya prasaraha. Putra diyate. Till we don't allow the moha to percolate our faculties. जब तक मोह को हम अंदर आने नहीं देते हैं तब तक ही आपदाएं दूर रहते हैं. एक बार मोह को आने दिया अंदर, उनके पीछे सारे आपदाएं आ जाएंगे. All difficulties, problems. So we should not allow the moha to come. And what is the meaning of allowing not the moha to overpower is listen to the Vruddha, Guru and Vipra. Vruddha tells from his experience. Elderly people like grandfathers, etc. Vipra, they give variety of dikshas and anushtanas we have to do. Like that of यज्ञोपवीत अनुष्ठान जप अनुष्ठान ये सब बताने वाले विप्र होते हैं. गुरु इज द वन हु टीचेस अस द ज्ञानम ऑफ सत्य असत्य नित्य अनित्य इत्यादि. तो व्यावहारिक ज्ञान, देन अनुष्ठान ज्ञान, तत्व ज्ञान given by the Vruddha, by the Vipra, by the Guru. Then we will not have the moha. What is moha? Not listening to them, listening to our own minds, whims and fancies, and listening to the equally foolish other people. Then we get into delusion. सी द क्लैरिटी ऑफ विजन. देखो अब एक एक टॉपिक पे हम डिस्कस करते रहे इस तरह, दिस 32,000 श्लोक विल टेक 10 साल कम से कम. Now you understand the garima of our shastras, the content in them, how they free us from all delusions if we really receive them. Keeping away these Adbhuta Shastra Jnanam, what have we learned so far? What are we sending our children to learn? Only those studies by which the artha kama bhoga papa ये चीज को करने में इंटरेस्ट बढ़े एंड बिकम ग्लानि युक्त दुख युक्त होल लाइफ. I tell you again and again, I am telling every week at least once, I owe everything to my father that he has put us in this path. Wherever he is there, all the punya phala should go to him and mother for their evolution. They never hesitated to expose us for the Shastra Jnana, like today's parents. He himself was going, studying everything, therefore he had that courage and initiative, confidence and conviction to tell us. मैं बता रहा हूँ ये सत्य की बात है. तो कैसे करेंगे आपके हाथ में. मैं तो ये सजेस्ट करता हूँ, मेक ऑल योर सर्वेंट्स सबऑर्डिनेट सिट एंड उनको दे दो ज्ञान. कम से कम किसी को देने का तृप्ति होती है. ज्ञान दो मतलब मेक देम लिसन टू सच थिंग्स. इफ यू योरसेल्फ कैन स्पीक, डू इट. If you cannot have the guts to tell your own children, grandchildren, at least किसी को सुनाने का खुशी होती है. अगर शर्म है तो दी योर चिल्ड्रन आल्सो विल कम एंड लिसन. अब बेशरम निकले तो ड्रॉप. व्हाट कैन यू डू if they are not wanting to learn? And pray for them. If not from you, from somewhere else, they must listen. Everyone should listen Shastra, open up their intellect for this higher wisdom, thus live life more nobly for evolution. That is the direct, simple, unambiguous purpose, vision, clarity. There is no doubt at any time of any sort whatsoever. So Tavadeva Apadaha Dure Tishtandi Paripelava. Paripelava means weak and dilapidated, defeated. The Avadas will distantly stay far away from you without attacking you. Yavadeva Namoha. Namohasya Prasaraha. Till the Moha has not entered into you. The moment you allow the Moha, followed by it are all the Abadas come. Then how to keep away the Moha? When you have the correct, authentic understanding, knowledge. And who gives that to us? The Vruddha Vipra Guru. Through Shastras, of course. स्पष्टता आ गया कि नहीं? थ्रू आउट लाइफ वृद्ध विप्र गुरु प्रोक्तम वी हैव टू फॉलो. हे पुत्र यावदेव न मोह मोहस्य प्रसरः पुत्र दीयते. So it is actually two types of प्रयोग भाई दशरथ जी. एक तो पास्ट वृद्धा उनको जिन जिनको भी भेजा मैंने, तुमने उनकी बात नहीं सुनी, therefore you are in moha. So it's a reference to all what has happened so far. But the same sentence has the reference for the future. Even now, the Vruddhas are there like us. The Vipras are there, so many you have seen. The Gurus are there, Vaashishtha Vishwamitra. अब उनके बात सुन और मोह को दूर भगा. मोह के साथ ये जो आपदाएं दुख है, even that also will be kept away. See, this is what a father has to teach, isn't it? What I see, it is a very magnanimous topics, all of them. He loved the children, he gave everything best, he sent to Gurukula. As per request, he has sent for the Tirtha Yatras. Now the Gurus are coming, have come. तो उनको सौंप रहे अपने पुत्र को for finer tunings adjustments. Now you have to look from other side also. As these facilities are given, using them rightly, the Rama Adi, Rama Lakshmana Varsita, they were also maturing, growing healthy. And behavior wise, great. Quality, nature, character, everything is beautiful. Added to all that, unlike any other rich people who बिगड़ जाते हैं, ये तो ये संवार गए, ये तो संवार गए कि विवेक वैराग्य हो गया उनको. जनरली जिनको कुछ नहीं होता खाने पीने, वो लोग विवेक वैराग्य होते हैं. जो पैसे वाले होते हैं वो तो दे indulge in the bhoga. That is what common thing we see obviously, but it is the other case here. All riches is there, are there, yet vairagya. That is the bringing up of Dasharathji we have to appreciate. And also the people like Vaishishtha were there all time around. Now these are the three shlokas Dasharathji utters. Now Vasishthaji takes over. Two shlokas he says. What he says? Sri Vasishtha Uvacha. Follow Sri Vasishtha Bhagavan ki jai. He is the guru of this shastra. He says कि राजपुत्र, ओ राजपुत्र, son of the Raja, Mahabaho, you are a mighty armed one. Then Shurahatvam, you are a Shuravira. Such a powerful prowess, all of that you have. Vijitaha Tvaya, by you are conquered. Duruchedaha, those conquering whom is almost next to impossible. Dura Arambhaha, even to conquer them, you can't even think of taking an initiative. What is that? Abhi Ami Vishaya Arayaha. All the terrible enemies of the Vishayas, to conquer whom someone even hesitates to take initiative, and they are so duruchedaha. Even if you take initiative to conquer them, every time you will be the one to be defeated. Such terrible arayaha, the shatrus are the Vishayas. Ye Mahabaho, a mighty armed Rama, ye Shuraha, Tvaya Vijitaha, conquered by you. Congratulations. Vaashishthaji has recognized. Because they are, all of them are informed. कि राम को खाने के लिए दिया जा रहा है, भोग के लिए सारे बताए जा रहे हैं. नो, all was listened by them when that Rama Anuchara was speaking in the entire sarga. राम जी का स्थिति बता रहे थे ना. He was not interested in any all Vishayas. Those Vishaya Bhogas to indulge in which people are ready to do any Maryada Dharma Atikramana, ready to do any of the Papa and Adharma. करते लोग उन विषय फ्रीली मिल रहे हैं, तो रामा इज नॉट गोइंग फॉर इट. देयरफॉर वशिष्ठ जी इज एट हायर लेवल acknowledges Rama's the real deeper inner shuraviratva of conquering the inner enemies of the Vishaya Sakti. तो रियल शूरवीर कौन है फिर? जिन्होंने अंदर के विषय रूपी शत्रुओं को जीता. Congratulations my child. So Rajaputra, Mahabaho, Tvam Shuraha, Tvaya Vijitaha. What are they? Durucheda, Durarambaha, Api, Ami, Vishaya Arayaha. These Vishaya named Ari, the Shatrus are, which are difficult even to think of conquering them, that you have conquered. Some try, but they fail. No, Dekho, I am not analyzing this shloka to tell you for half an hour, because such topics have come in our study of other shastras. How the more we try to control senses or objects, the more powerful the vasanas come, attack and defeat us. Sometimes we may take some vrata anushtana for a week or 10 days to keep away from those vishayas, but after that, with the double the force, how many times we went back to the same old ruts of vishaya bhoga. In this very life, we are not absolutely vishayi lampata like so many negative people. We are decent, we are wise. Yet, how many times we were repeatedly victimized, and thus the relapsing of the attack of the Vishayas and our defeat happened. कितने बार सुबह उठने का इच्छा, 3 दिन उठे, फिर चौथे दिन फिर 9 बजे तक सोए. I will not have the sweet or all those things. 1 week again we started. The other bhoga, whatever are there, छोड़ा लेकिन नहीं छोड़ पाए, फिर से पकड़ ली. That is why there is no Nishtha in our Anushtanas. There is no outcome of them in the form of that bright, brilliant, blazing tejas in us, in any of our faculties, expressions, and total life. Every one of us know what is happening in us. But Rama, you have conquered the Vishayari. शुरू से ही बचपन से विषयों को जीतना बेटा. नॉट दैट थोड़ा उसमें इंडल्ज होकर. Once we start indulging them, the taste of it becomes so strongly attracting that it becomes impossible. Remember, regarding the outer Vishayas or negativities, we may die but never start it. Starting is worst. नहीं स्टार्ट करते हुए मरना ही बेटर है. एक बार शुरू किया ना, फिर उसमें फंस कर फिर मरने से बड़ा नेगेटिव लाइफ हम जिएंगे. बेटर टू नॉट स्टार्ट, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए. थिंक अबाउट इट कूलली. इफ यू स्टार्ट एनीथिंग लाइक यू वांट टू टीवी, अब देखना ही नहीं. जितने दिन तक नहीं देखा हमने, नहीं देखा वाला थोड़ा दुख में भी देर, बट द माइंड इज काम, क्वाइट ब्यूटीफुल. द मोमेंट फॉर एनी रीजन यील्ड gone, that life is gone. For one bhoga, the entire life gets destroyed. Isn't it? That is what the Kuranga, Matanga, Patanga, Meena, Brunga, the 5 examples of 5 animals victimized and killed by 5 Vishyas. Human being has got all the 5. The mind you place, whether you like it or not, want it or not, love it or not, the entire Yoga Vaashishtha Shastra will be talking in this language only. Finally, to see that our Antakarana is freed from all impurities and any of the wrong convictions regarding valuing these impurities. I tell you, what a powerful text it is for those who really want such help, the spiritual help of this sort. So, Rajaputra, Mahabaho, Shurastvam, Vijitaha Tvayaha, Duruchedaha, then Durarambaha api Ami Vishaya Arayaha. Congratulations, my child. The terrible, difficult Vishaya Shatrus, which nobody can defeat them, difficult, you have conquered them. So, by this, what's Vaashishtha saying? He is telling others that Rama is not frustrated for any of the lower things as you think. He has conquered all of them. Now, what is next? He is waiting to know. He is telling again to himself as if these fellow is ready, fit now. Let me give him the knowledge ultimate because he is qualified. Third thing is, he is telling Rama that you have reached a great stage which many fail to reach even after they grow in age to such an extent. So keep it up. Keep it up. You have done the best of the job. Because of this only Rama 14 years he stayed in jungle, but कोई खाने का भोग का इच्छा नहीं था, कोई ऐसे पलंग में सोने का इच्छा नहीं, कोई पंखा वगैरह or any servants to come in. Why? Already conquered. Therefore for him Varanasi became effortless. देखो, how we train is important rather than what we are given around. Vasishthaji's first shloka. Second one, then kim atagnya iva अज्ञानाम योग्ये व्यामोह सागरे विनिमज्जसि कल्लोल बाहुले जाड्यशालिनी. Such a you who have conquered the Vishayas, etc. And I am not repeating what your father said is correct, where it is said that you are Prapta Viveka and Kalyanam Bhajanam. Yet, Kim Atagnya iva. It is like Atagnya means the one who doesn't know the Tat. Ajnani ki tarah, Ajnanam Yogye. That way of life which is deserving and allowed for the Ajnani people. Vyamoha sagare. In the ocean of delusion, we nimajjasi. You are drowning. Kallola bahule. That ocean which is got so much of Kallola. Jadyashalini. Whose nature is Jadata. So Jadata Rupi, Kallola Yukta, Vyamoha Sagara, which is fit for Ajnanis and not you. Why are you drowning in that? No, this is Vasishtha knows what is Rama, but this question is putting on behalf of all others who think the Rama is in delusion, Rama is in Jadata, Rama is in Vyamoha, Rama is in Kallola Bahula Sagara, he is drowning. Now Rama will be asked. Then when he says, then everybody will realize not that way because of negativities. Rama is drowned in this detachment from the involvements, but it is a Vairagya born out of Vivek. So in that question, suggestion of Vaashishtha, Rama is again as if advised to put in front what is the situation. Are you in Vyamoha? Are you in the Kallola Sagara? Or are you in Jadashalini Sagara? And then you see these Yogavashravan, the shlokas, the language that's used, the similes, metaphors used, kitne kitne. So Rama is what in that? Vyamoha Sagara, in the ocean of Visheshena Asamantat Moha, extreme delusion ocean, delusory. And what is the delusory ocean containing? First of all, is Vinimajjasi, totally drowned. It is Kalola Bahule, Jadesha. Kalola Bahala means the ocean is full of the big, big tides and waves. Jadeshalini is the Jadata. So the Jadata is Tamoguna, Kalola is Rajoguna, and Vyamoha Sagra is Ajna. Why are you like that? Atagnaiva. Ajnanam yogye. It is yogya to Ajnanis. They deserve it, not you. You are a Jnani. You have conquered the Vishayas. Why are you like this behaving? Means he was not responding to anyone's any pleading, or he's not doing the day-to-day works. Okay? He's not eating the food also, not maintaining his physique, etc. etc. So he is in such a deep distress inside, not negative. Unless that is answered, he cannot be normal. Now the whole text will teach. मुझे देखकर हंसी आ रही थी, श्री राम जी कोई 32,000 श्लोक जरूरत पड़ी, पढ़े लगे, हमको कितना लगेगा? महाराज तो ऑल पुराण श्रुति स्मृति इतिहास सब सुनने के बाद लाइक दैट ज्ञान वैराग्य एंड भागवत महात्म्य थोड़ा हम इधर उधर हिल सकते हैं शायद. And how many lives you have to listen to, fully awaken to that wisdom of what is that is torturing us, how to come out of it, what helps us, and how to implement it. So the Vasishthaji's 2 shlokas are over. Now Vishwamitra ji ka कहना. तो श्री विश्वामित्र उवाच. Vishwamitra ji states, see, Chalan Neela Utpala Vyuha Samalochana Lolatam Cheta Krutam Tyaktva Bruhi Hetuna Kena Muhyasi. See the poetry of this text. Baap re baap. Valmiki ji ka Ramayana so simple. Valmiki Ramayana. Adhyatma Ramayana is given by Vyas ji. But this one, Yoga Vasishtha. He says, Chalat, matlab agitated, disturbed. Neela Utpala Vyuha Samohaha, which is in the color and beauty of the blue lotus. Neela Utpala ke saman, Chanchal wale. Lochana Lolatam, the aankhon ka disturbance. This shows how Vishwamitraji's drushti was so sharply, shrewdly in the eyes of Rama, which are by looks like Neela Utpala, but they are full of the Chanchalata. And that Chanchalata in the eyes of Rama is for what? For what reason? He Chetaha Krutam. You are inside in your chitta, you are disturbed. And all the chitta disturbances are clearly seen in the restlessness of your eyes. Now, on this one topic only, we can discuss 1 hour or not. As to how the internal manobuddhi kruta imbalances express at our bodily gestures. Conversely, the entire bodily variety of movements disturb the chitta. Thus, the lesson is complementing each other. How we have to be balanced at the chitta level, balanced at a physiological functions level, in between managing the strength for both of them called as prana shakti. सारा इसमें लिखा है. If you want to study in that depth, तो तुम्हारे चित्त का चंचलता तुम्हारे आंख में दिख रहा है, उसको साइड पे रखो, प्रॉब्लम क्या है बताओ. दैट इज ए हिंदी वे ऑफ सेइंग द विश्वामित्र जी's first श्लोक. Again I read it for you. Chalan Neela Chalat Neela Utpala Vyuha Samamuha Vyuha Sama Lochana Lolatam Chetakrutam Tyaktva Bruhi Hetuna Kena Muhyasi Kena Hetuna Muhyasi. What is the reason for which you are deluded? tell me that by keeping away both the chanchalata of the eyes as well as the cause of it, the chanchalata of the chitta. It is obvious, no? When a child is crying, you ask, पहले रोना बंद कर, हुआ क्या बता? And if he's going on crying or disturbed and not telling what is the reason, how can parents help? No, again, this is another track of understanding this shloka. That when we are endowed with inner or outer problems, sufferings, take some time, balance ourselves, put that problem in terms of in front of God, in front of the advising gurus, elders, in front of parents, seek the help from them. Correct people. Duryodhana was all interest in Chanchalata, but never he took guidance from the Vidurji or Bhishma or Drona or any wise people. He took always the guidance from the Karna, that other fellow was a Shakuni and Dushasan. They were always misguiding him only. Dhritarashtra never gave importance to his child's improvement positively. But Arjuna in Yuddha Kshetra, only one Krishna was there. But didn't he surrender? कार्पण्य दोषोपहत स्वभाव पृछामि त्वां धर्म समूढ़ चेता श्रेय स्यात् निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेहं शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्न केन हेतुना व्यामोहसि ब्रूहि त्यक्त्वा चेतकृतां चलन नीलोत्पल व्यूह समलोचन लोलतां त्यक्त्वा. You know, when I was wanting to explain it a minute back, that funny situation came in my mind. I don't know how to explain, or if I explain, it may feel very, silly and all. In our childhood, we were in small government schools में पढ़ते थे, and the master teachers are very strict there for whatever reason. To some children, they don't do homework, they come late. Then डंडा पकड़ के टीचर से उसको बुला के he starts before he eating only starts shouting, jumping, crying so horribly. Then the teacher becomes quiet and he says, पहले सीधा खड़े हो जा, अब रोना बंद, अब बता क्यों नहीं किया होमवर्क. Some teacher, others तो पहले 4-5 डंडा लगा के when his anger goes away, then he will ask, why didn't you do homework? Finally stand, he is shaking, he is shivering, he is tears in the eyes. In the mind is fear. Imposition कर सकते हैं, stand on the bench, kneel down, sit like a chair, send him out of the school, 0 marks, bring the parents. We have gone through all that, no? देखा है हमने golden days of our young school days, college days. आजकल के बच्चों को इसका मजा भी नहीं पता. So first be steady. So your chanchalata of the eyes, Rama, quieten. Your chanchalata of chitta chanchalya, quieten. Now tell, what for you are in this vyamoha? Kena hetuna vyamohasi bruhi. So bruhi hetuna kena muhyasi. What is that which is the reason for which you are delusion? Okay. Second question of Vaashishtha कि किम निष्ठाः केचते केन कियन्तः कारणेन ते आदयः प्रविलुम्पन्ति मनोगेहम् इव आकवः. Geham iva akavah example. First, Geham iva akavah, the house when it is filled with rats. So Vasishtha knows ki how when the rats enter. The India's plight in those days, especially in the areas like Surat of Gujarat and all. Some 1960s mein, because of the attack by the rats, the Vadi, the plague disease came. How many hundreds and thousands died? Plague disease comes because of rats. So here is give example is when 10-20 rats enter the house. है ना, अब देखो क्या क्या खाएंगे, क्या क्या वो खरोचेंगे. चावल का बोरी they will destroy. Eatables anywhere you keep sabji wabji, on those days there are no storehouses or refrigerators etc. These the ants and the rats, they have their own knack. रातों रात जाकर they will spoil everything. है ना. There's some places where पहनने वाले कपड़े काट दिया उन्होंने, और some of them entered the almirah and notes जो 1000 रुपए बाद उसको भी खा लेते हो. How many places it happened? The rats have teared or eaten away the rupee notes currency. New dresses they have spoiled, eatables, food items, and then they make the holes inside the earth. From there, the families of the rats come. So that example is giving ki geham iva akhavaha. Like the house is spoiled by the rats. Your house of the mind is eaten, bitten by what are the rats? Tell one by one. कौन से चूहे तुम्हारे दिमाग को खा रहे? I'll give you the jnanam ability. So, kim nishtaha. What are the nishtha from where these, here the common word is adhayaha. See, yesterday also, day before, we have studied our Shiva Bhujanga Prayata Stotram. First physical vyadhis were listed and Shivji said we asked, remove them. Then the mental adhis were listed, then we were told, requested Shivji to remove them. याद है कि नहीं? Then the spiritual problems. So here also, kim nishtaha adayaha. The adi, your mental disturbances, have the nishta support of what? Kechate. What are they? List them out. Kena. Who has induced them in your heart? Kiyantaha karanena. What are the reasons for which they have entered and sustaining in you? And having entered, prarivilumpanti manaha, that they are eating away, tearing away your beautiful mind. Gehamiva akavaha, like the rats destroy the house. No, these are the things which will be answered in the entire subsequent chapters. Rama will tell them, then it will be. So, kim nishtaha kechate kena kiyantah karanena te adayaha praviluvalampanti manaha gehamiva akavaha. The example is gehamiva akavaha. House being destroyed by the rats. Your house of mind destroyed by the rats. Kim nishtaha. What is the support for them? Kechate. Which are they? Kena. How did they enter and got power? Kiyantaha. What are their quantity and variety and strength? Kim karanena. What are the effects that is creating? These adayaha pravilumpanti. No, this Vishwamitraya's Prashna is like a great psychologist. When somebody in the mind disturbed, patiently एक चीज उनके मुंह से निकलवाते हैं मन से. Everything he should tell. Then to one by one, suggestions, guidances, pills given, change of place is given, homeworks are given. Once few months one follows it, he comes out of all the psychological problems. Nowadays, the flourishing are psychiatrists because the people are not studying Shastras. Therefore, they are not understanding the outer world, inner world. Therefore, they don't have any idea as to how to manage them. Go to psychiatrist if you can, otherwise commit suicide or become addicted to the drinks and drugs. Pill, pillow. These are the three things people are victimized. Or pill means either sleeping pill or dying pill. Youngsters, in the Rajasthan quota, 5 दिन में 3 youngsters committed suicide. I'm just telling later, you part study the paper every day. Unless we educate people with the help of Shastra, what is the outer world, what is the inner world, where do we go wrong, how to manage, even people like Rama also will get disturbed. They have to be educated. Clear? Then he says, Manyena anuchitanam tvam adinam padam uttamam apatsucha aprayojyamte nihina apicha adayaha. So, Manyena anuchitanam tvam adinam padam uttamam. You are in a uttama pada in the mind, because of which I think you don't deserve to entertain or allow these adi, the mind's problems, to trouble you. आपत्सु च अप्रयोज्यन्ते निहीना अपि च आदयः. So, with your wisdom, with your maturity, I don't think you need to maintain them for long or suffer because of them. Some guidance you just receive and follow. None of these adis will trouble you. This is like a perfect doctor, he is assuring. कुछ नहीं, थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है, एक आध चीज मैं बता रहा हूँ, if you follow it, you'll be quite all right. You know, these dialogues in nowadays movies don't see. In our earlier time, डॉक्टर जब आते ना, पेशेंट जो भी है, कोई सा हादसा हुआ या he comes, you know, the box and says, "Give some, कोई बात नहीं, in 1 week you'll be all right, but let's be careful. It's a heart issue. Therefore, don't create any tension in him. He'll be fine." So beautifully they used to tell. Nowadays the doctors, अरे यार patient ठीक होके बाहर जा रहे रे बाबा, they become patient because as long as patients are in the hospital, they can make their buildings. They only tell, मेरे को क्या पता. बस कोई है ऐसे तो बुद्धि सद्बुद्धि हो जाए. That is a request for which we say all this. That's not our purpose at all. So here Valmiki ji, like a, sorry, Vishwamitra ji, like a doctor, he says, yeah, you don't deserve to entertain those adis. They can't trouble you. You are such a matured guy and all. Yeah, thoda sa seek lo, you'll be all right. So manye na anuchitanam tvam adinam padam uttamam apatsucha aprayogyante nihina picha adaya. So any of the number of these adis, even in your apada, etc., they can't trouble you. You are such a Shura Veera. You have all answers from within. Maybe one or two, because of your age, etc., you may not be able to find answer. We are here to guide you. Now this 37th sloka is so beautiful. Vishwamitraji, you know, with so much love. He says, Yatha abhimatam ashutvam bruhi. Ashu instantaneously, Tom, you bruhi, tell. What? Yatha abhimatam. What do you want, my child? तुम्हारा अभिमति क्या है, क्या चाहते हो तुम, बताओ. He then prapsasicha anagha, O sinless Rama, you will get whatever you want. You tell me what do you want. Then sarvam eva punaha yena bhetsyante tvam tu na adhayaha. So this you are asking and our giving will be so much that none of the adis, the psychological problems, will dare not touch you again. क्या प्रॉब्लम है बताओ, we'll give you solution. Never ever those adis touch you. One thing. Second is what is your abhimatam? You tell and you will get it. यथा अभिमतम आशुत्वम ब्रूहि प्राप्स्यसि च. तुमको क्या चाहिए बताओ, तुरंत तुमको मिल जाएगा. सर्वमेव, एवरीथिंग यू विल गेट इट. बाय व्हिच पुनः येन भेत्स्यन्ते त्वां तु न आधयः. These mind problems will not trouble you once again. We will sort it out. What do you want? Tell. Then Rama feels assured, confident. You know, Papa ने थोड़ा डांटा because out of too much familiarity. Vaashishtha ji also ने थोड़ा डांटा ही है because every day they look at. But Vishwamitra ji came as guest but spoke more lovingly in a detached manner with giving full confidence and freedom. Then Rama got inspired. What is the last sloka Valmiki ji says? Iti uktam asya sumate raghuamsha ketu akarnya. When the Sumati Vishwamitraji spoke like this Raghuamsha Ketu, the Jhanda of the Raghuamsha, Sri Ramaji Akarnya Vakyam Uchitartham, having heard the entire meaningful Vakyas of all the three, especially Vishwamitraji, Vilasa Garbham, in their lot of knowledge is there, Tatyaja Khedam. He just gave up that inner Kheda instantaneously. Now the simile given is so beautiful here, Ki Abhigarjati Vari Vahe. You know, the Barhi, the peacocks, you know, in the dryness of the summer, without that water and all, so much they are weak, dilapidated, almost lost in life. Suddenly, when the clouds do that garjana, the thundering of the clouds, when they listen, you know, how they start with anticipation that it's going to rain. They give up all their moodiness and dukkha and open up the whole wings and start dancing or not. See the example. Like that, hundreds of examples will come in this text. Abhigarjati Varivaha. Vari is water. Varivaha is the carrier of water called as clouds. Abhigarjati, when the Megha Garjana hota hai, to Barhi Yatha, like the peacock, to Anumita Abhivata Artha Siddhi. To Animita Abhivata Artha Siddhi, what he wanted, exactly that he is getting. Out of that joy, Rama gave up that kheda. मतलब मैं जो चाह रहा हूं मुझे होने वाला है. वो मिलने वाला है. Others could not. But only these great jnanis like Vishwamitra Vaashishtha can answer to his minds all those proper questions. Like this peacock, nobody can help it, only the Megha Garjana and the raining. To the initial words of consolation and inquiry of Vishwamitraji are like the Megha Garjana. After Rama puts up his problem, when the answer is given by those gurus, it is like actual rain. Then the mind of Rama, like Mayura, it will start dancing, giving up all the Kheda, Dukkha. Now we all have to place ourselves in Rama's place and then receive the knowledge. But that will be only after next prakarana. In this entire prakarana now, Rama will tell one by one how he did Viveka at a particular point or spot, and towards that how he got the Vairagya. मजेदार टेक्स्ट है, मैं बताऊं जिनको थोड़ा भी इच्छा है, थोड़ा सी प्योरिटी है हार्ट में, they will enjoy this text more than anything, and they will learn maximum from this text for the true sadhana, because we are going to get all analysis, all explanations, all detailed discussions with quotations, with logics, with examples as to how to use our brain to understand the world and how to get detached from it. मजेदार मतलब मजेदार. I can't put in words. My mind is dancing like Mayura now. ओम इत्यार्षे वासिष्ठ महारामायणे वाल्मीकिये वैराग्य प्रकरणे राघव समाश्वासनम नाम एकादश सर्गः. So this is Raghava Samashvasanam. Sri Ramji is being very well assurance is given. Now the 12th chapter I can't share today. कल ही पढ़ेंगे भी देखेंगे भी. Time is up. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव शांति शांति श्री. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्रादि ऋषि. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भाषा सर्वं. दाशरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभ तन्नो राम प्रचोदयात्. नमो ब्रह्मादित्य. ओम श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास सुखदेव आदि वामदेव आदि समस्त ऋषि मुनि गुरु देवता गण की जय. बोलो भाई समस्त श्रुति सुत पुराणी इतिहास शास्त्र की जय. सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. अम्बे आदि महाराज शक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञास धर्म संस्थापकगण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. थैंक यू. ओम. Join in 5 minutes.